MaSunGoddess777. I don't have a set time, and I know it's late. I want to get to where I have a set time to come up here. Oh, wow. Girl, I did not know I missed your call. I think I was, let's see, let me count back. I'm counting backwards. 11:30, 10:30, 10:30, 9:30, 8:30, 8:30, 7:30, 7:36. Was I asleep or napping there? Sometimes I take my naps about 6, 5 or 6. Greetings, greetings. Everybody's sleeping or y'all should be asleep. People not working like that. They're working from home or they been laid off. Some people still going to these jobs, but most people now, a lot of people working from home or they doing their own thing, entrepreneurship, or contract work. And when you're doing, I've been doing a variety of those. I learned when I was in the medical field, I was doing, what is it? Like, started out doing like 40 hours. You know, you start from the bottom, as they say. So I started out doing like 40 hours. Then I went from PRN to contract type work. And that's more flexible. PRN, when you're doing contract, you can get paid by like the job and you don't have the stress of, they don't worry about you being there and they having to spend extra money for your health insurance and all that. And you don't worry because you know you trying to, you got that contract that's going to end. So you like, okay, I know I got like maybe a few months or a few weeks and this ends and I go to another assignment as far as contracted versus, you with a company and they got to spend for your health care and insurance and you got to worry about like, am I going to really like this position and da 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 da. But anyway, we know it's not really no job security now. It's more so changing of the guards where you're going to be having to learn how to work with this artificial intelligence. And welcome. This is MaSunGoddess777. I was too close up on the camera the last time. I'm just up here. I don't have a set time. Support Mayat's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love. I'm thinking, am I going to keep it as a 501c or I'm going to just, I don't know, because I don't know. Because I don't want to be controlled and if I have it, I have to have it under a guideline where I can be able to not be controlled by the government and all that. Okay. Do I need to? Okay, let me see. Do I need to hurt? Let me give y'all some energy. Somebody said, "Hey." Sending out some good vibes to you. I'm glad everybody okay in this. We made it through. We rode that storm out, whatever it was. Either was it the CERN or, whatever was going on. We know it was weather control and all that. But in the same sense, we can get something spiritual out of that too. We can say, okay, we had the solar flares recently. I guess they're trying to test us out or whatever. We know that we don't got to go to the grocery store and buy up all the food because by the time I got to the store, it won't but like one pack of chicken. Well, I'm joking. It was a few. They didn't want the leg quarters at the store I went to. They bought up the steaks and the pork chops and all the meat like that. It was like maybe 1 or 2 steaks left, but I'm talking about that meat area was empty, all except the leg quarters. Oh, they didn't want to fuss with cleaning out them. I don't think people either want to bother with it or they don't know how to cut chicken up and clean it and stuff like that. Which I've been privileged to know how to do that because my grandmother, my grandmother had her own. Who was that told me, hey, you calling? You don't even. This must be a little kid. Somebody done call you stupid, so you up here doing your, what is it, deflecting or whatever. But hey, if you really think that's gonna make me like get excited because you called me something that I know is not true, honey, I hated that you being a verbally abused. So for you to say that to me, somebody has said that to you, and that's sad. That's sad that you are being or have been verbally abused to the point where you feel it's okay to call somebody else stupid because you've been called stupid. And I'm glad you called me that. I'm glad you called me that because you know why? It is, I've seen where people do program children where the children are born okay, but as they get called these names over and over again in this program, you know, it's we talk about MK Ultra like it's something that don't happen in the regular people lives. Well, you know, if you keep telling a child that they're like stupid, retarded, ugly, blah blah blah, then they will actually believe it because you know your brain can make you sick. Like your actual brain, if you can make you feel like you're dying, and eventually it'll really happen. If you really want to die and you keep speaking it and believing it and thinking it, then something will come along and give you your wish. I'm telling you. So with a child or people being programmed, you know, they talk about, oh, MK Ultra happens to this group over here, and the people on the Epstein, the kids were programmed, and the paperclip. No, it happens on a personal level. When you have a child, and you even in a relationship, you know, I'll go as far as to say abuse men and women because it's just not women being abused, it's men. You know, a lot of times, I'm gonna land somewhere. What I'm saying is, it can be a child, it can be an abused adult, or it could be somebody with mental issues. It could be just the person that's at low self-esteem. But we talking about a child too. You program somebody and they actually believe what you're saying, then they'll start exhibiting the behavior of what you're telling them they are. They'll think that. They'll believe that. You know what I'm saying? That's why people that are, what is it called? Sadists, not Satanists. It's S-A-D-I-S, sadist. S-A-D-I-S-T. They're the person that like they get pleasure out of giving out pain. And it's another name for the person that's love receiving the pain. It's called a massage. It's a masochist. Masochist. They love receiving the pain. So the sadist has been hurt, has been through some things in trauma, whether it's childhood or whatever. They don't want to feel the pain that they felt or the vulnerability. So they give out. They get a pleasure out of giving out the pain. The person on the receiving end, is it a masochist? Masochist? Look it up. Either way, all you gotta look up is sadist, and it'll tell you what the giver of pain, the receiver. They enjoy receiving the pain because they think they're gonna get some kind of reward out of it, which they never do. So yeah, if you keep telling somebody that, they'll believe it. And for people to call other people names, somebody called you that and you actually believed it. But honey, me, I'm not gonna say I hadn't experienced verbal abuse at some point in my life or at a couple of times. Even kids in school, I mean, they are very mean. It's not nothing new. These kids always been mean, coming to school, exhibiting traits of who they are around and who raises them or whatever. So, you know, everybody to a certain degree have experienced some type of abuse, be it psychological, verbal, blah, 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 and all of that. But the thing is, you have to know who you are, and you have to be secure within yourself. If somebody called me something, typical New York City crazy. I've been to New York City, but I've been to New York a lot, but I'm not no New York City crazy lady. Or are you saying New York City is crazy? Um, Professional victim. Prof. Yeah. Get, get some therapy, dude. Oh, I get. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. We all done been through some shit. Yeah, I went through some shit, and I got some help. And then I'm here to help people like you that don't know how to talk to nobody. If you want help, if not, then fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I cuss. Damn right. How you gonna tell me what I need? You on my channel, so that means you want something from me. You want something from me then. If you up here, you looking for something, I got some help. And I'm still getting it too. Sure I am. And I'm not gonna sit here and deflect on other people because I'm talking about myself and comparing that to other things so that I can help other people that want to listen. Now if you hear trolling or whatever, that's on you. You gonna be held accountable for that. Cause I have nothing but pure intention. So that's on you. You you bet y'all people, y'all little kid. I don't know if these are little children that's up and their parents don't know. Cause I know these kids be getting the phones and stuff like that. Y'all be getting the phones and get bored and up at night and using your parents' cards, and y'all better stop using y'all parents' credit cards, ordering stuff while they sleep on Roblox. Get out them games and learn how to write in cursive. That's what you need to be doing. Cause they don't teach y'all how to write in cursive no more. Y'all need to get off them games and learn how to write in cursive. Little y'all children. What you say? I don't need no help. Couldn't tell if you was a girl or a dude. Well, you must be blind if you can't tell whether I'm a girl or no. You probably like trannies. That's what it is. You probably like trannies anyway. You probably was hoping I was a dude. A dude with a dick. That's what you probably was hoping. But no, this is all women. I ain't got no ping ping for you. I don't have no ping ping for you, okay? This is all women. Yeah, I guess you can't tell nowadays, can you? But if I was a dude, I'd probably be, more. This is all natural. I don't have on anything. I might got on a little lip gloss or whatever. But most of the times when they are dudes, and I'd have nothing because I got people that I've been cool with that, dress, they are trans or whatever. But most of the time when they have on, the full, which women do too. And I honestly do think we kind of got that from them. But most of the time when they are not a woman and they are like that, they will have on, the full face of makeup, idiot, and they'll have, the glam going on, the drag. Which I'm seeing them now. They not into all that. I seen some now that's some new shit. Now they looking more natural hair and all that. So that's something different. But yeah, if I was a man dressing like a woman, then I wouldn't be up here with my natural hair and stuff. Most of the time they all in wigs and all that. Idiot. Somebody you didn't know. You trying to be funny. You probably, and you know what? Won't you come up here? Let me drop a link. I bet you don't look better than me. Talking about I'm looking like a man. I bet you don't look better than me. You up here, a typewriter hero. That's what you are. You a typewriter. You an internet warrior. If I pull up on you, oh, I didn't. It wasn't me. I don't know what you talking. I bet if I pull up on you right now, I don't know what you talking about. I didn't do nothing. I didn't say nothing. Internet warrior. But see, that's the difference between you and me. I can war on the internet. I'm a warrior in real life too, and I travel. Okay, and I'm a tech freak. That means I know how to figure out. I know how to figure out some things. Yeah, that means I know how to figure things out, not just in the physical, but I'm a tech freak. I know how to figure other stuff out. Okay? So talk your talk, but you watch yourself. The same medication your mama take. The same medication your mama take. The same medication your mama take when your daddy sending her out to make some money for y'all. That's the medication I take, motherfucker. Anyway, that's what medication I take. Hit me with another one. Ooh, I bet your feelings are hurt now. I bet your feelings are hurt because you sure don't hurt. I'm gonna give you the same energy you giving me. Let's go. Let's go, honey. No, I'm a dude, all right. I'm a dude, a trans, and I'm a roast your ass too. Come on. Hey, I got time today. I got time. Let's go. Why did a laptop? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Yeah, you think I'm up here like a dude. I'm about to roast your ass on up into the damn virus. By the time I get done with you, you're going to be like, damn, that damn dude can see right through the damn screen. Oh, come on. I'm ready. I'm waiting. I'm the Cleopatra roaster tonight. I can be I can be whoever you want me to, whoever you need. I'm flexible. Let's go. Go to sleep. I'm not going to sleep. How you going to tell me to go to sleep? You don't tell me what to do. You go. How about you go to sleep? How about you look at me. How about you go to sleep? Telling me to go to sleep. OV harmonic Corinthian 6-7. Yeah, that's a kid. Where y'all parents at? Your parent need. I'm gonna let me sit here and zoom into. Wake up and catch their ass on the damn phone computer. Wake up, parents. Catch their ass on. Come on, wake up. Catch their ass on the computer and take that damn iPhone from them. Catch them, cause they don't supposed to be up there. Cause they grade. Let me think. Their grades are dropping. They are at school cutting up with their friends, and they not doing their work. They not doing their work. Wake up, mama. Wake up, mama. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, mama. Wake up and get them. Come on. Wake up and go in there and catch them on their daggone stuff. Come on. Come on, y'all. Wake up. Let me go ahead and Astro Project. Wake up and catch them over here, because they don't supposed to be over here. They already not doing what they supposed to be doing. They don't clean the damn room. They don't get along with their siblings. They fighting with their sisters and brothers. They don't have no respect for their elders. They talking back to you, talking back to their parents and to the teachers at school. Won't listen and do their work, but they up here trying to battle and talk junk up here to me. And I bet their roommate, wake up, please wake up, take their iPhone, take their iPad, take their stuff till they get it right. Take them to punishment. Wake up, mama, and take their devices that you done bought working hard, and they mad with their daddy because the daddy ain't doing right and won't spend no time, but they taking it out on mama. Taking it out on mama. Right. Come on, wake up. 6-7. Hey, mate. Come on, that's right. Matter of fact, Carmelo, mama, wake up and come take your shit. Carmelo Costa, mama, wake up, come take your shit. Because he don't need to be on no device because he ain't doing right. He ain't doing right in school. He not cleaning up. Probably not eating his vegetables so he can shit proper. I bet he not going to the bathroom at least 3-4 times a day because he don't want to eat right. He want to go to McDonald's all the time and eat that daggone eat that human meat. Want to eat McDonald's and don't want to eat right. Don't want to do his chores. Clean up. That means cleaning up the room, working with his siblings and stuff, but can go to school and be nice to those kids at school, but don't know how to get along with the people at home. Ain't that a shame? But you calling me names, and I done got mine. I got my stuff together. I done went to school. I done got through school. I done did my chores. I done did my homework. I done did what I needed to do with my siblings and listen to my mama. You do it. And then come talk to me. Yeah. It's tough, isn't it? It's tough. It's tough being a kid now. You don't know whether you need to use the laptop or not. No, it is. It's a mess out there. But y'all make it hard on y'allselves sometimes. But you know what? It is tough. It's tough being a kid. It's always been tough being a kid. So you want to come in here and take it out on me instead of being nice to the lady so I can help you and give you some tips. But no, you want me to join the club and verbally abuse you too, since you calling me stupid. Somebody done call you stupid and you talking junk to me like your mama do you, because she get tired of your shit. She get tired of your shit. Yeah, McDonald's human meat. Where you been? Oh, I'm dumb for saying McDonald's do the human meat. Okay. And that's why you retarded, because you eating it. My IQ is high. My IQ is high. I bet I'm smarter than any of you. If you don't know that about fast food, then child, stop eating that McDonald's food. That's the problem. That's what's wrong with you. Go get some. If you don't know how to cook, or your mama don't know how to cook vegetables and stuff, go get you some frozen broccoli. Eat you some cabbage. Eat you some red cabbage. Eat you some regular cabbage. Eat you some broccoli and stuff like that to clean out your body, clean out your lymphatic system. And when I say lymphatic system, I'm talking about your organs as far as your kidney, your liver, and stuff like that. Cause all this food that y'all getting, and even at the fast food is bad, but even the foods at the stores, y'all need to be eating more vegetables like crucifer vegetables, okay? That you don't like, that nobody probably ain't cooking for your little ass up, but that's what you need to be eating. Why is Cinderella the world's worst soccer player? Because she always run away from the ball. That's a good one, I guess. Oh, I look like I eat everything. I do everything that I want to eat, and I'm still healthier than you. And I'm still smarter than you. And I still look better than you, looking like I eat everything. Put your picture up. Where your picture at? Let me see you. Let me see you, since you judging me so much. I got enough confidence I got more confidence than you. I can get up here and don't care what you think about me. You damn right I eat what I want to eat. I'm a chef. I cook what I want, and I cook. And I bet you ain't gonna run another McDonald's every chance I get. I bet you I'm cooking my own food. Unlike you. You damn right I eat what I want to eat. You're damn right I eat everything that I want to eat. And I'm in control of it. I cook it. What I say? What do 79-year-old pirates say on their next birthday? Hey, matey. Okay. Where is Corinthiana? What is that? JJ all day? Where is that at? Where is that? Where is that located? No, I don't eat anything, but I do eat a lot of stuff. I sure do, and I cook it. I don't eat everything now. I don't eat anything and everything. I eat particular, but I eat good. Sure do. Anyway. Go ahead, hit me with some more. I look like I eat anything. No, I eat, like I said, I eat a lot when I want to. Hit me with some more. Hit me with some more. I bet your feelings will get hurt for mine will. Go ahead, let's roast. I bet you your feelings will get hurt for. I bet you your feelings will get hurt way for mine will, baby. I got tough skin. Ew. A McDonald's quarter pounder. Let me put you on to something. Let me put you on to something. You know, I'm gonna put you on to something. You know what's better than a McDonald's quarter pounder that'll put that in the trash can? Go to the store and buy you some grass-fed beef. They got it for like 3 pounds. They got 3 pounds for like $20 or less. You can get 3 pounds. Get you some grass-fed beef, right? Come back home. You got your little if you like onions or your little sides or whatever, you want to make you some what is it? Some sauce, like the mac sauce. All you're using is mayonnaise and some sriracha or mayonnaise and hot sauce stirred up in there. You want to be a little spicy, you know, you put you a little want to be a little sweet, you might put some pickles in it or something like that. Make your own burgers. Put you a little Montreal steak seasoning in it. You don't need a lot of seasoning in it. All you need is a frying pan. Have you some cheese, whether you like Gouda cheese or cheddar cheese, whatever cheese you like. You can get it sliced or shredded or however you want to do that. Get you some bacon if you like bacon or whatever. You can use beef bacon or you can use pork bacon. Get you some bacon. You want fries? Get you some fries from the store. They might cost like $3 a bag. Get you some fries. All you do is put the let the meat be cold when you pat it out. Put your little Montreal seasoning. If you don't have the smash burger or two, then smash it with a spatula. But let me tell you something. That grass-fed beef is not gonna shrink up and lose its it's what is it? It's not gonna lose its volume like the regular beef do, because it's what 80-20, 80-30, it's 80-20, 80-20 or something like that. But when you're using the regular ground beef, it's like that's under 80%. You have to do a lot to it for it because the burgers will shrink up. But when you're using that grass-fed and you don't cook it too fast and stuff, like, you know, if you want it medium wet, or kids, y'all don't know, but y'all I've been cooking since I was like 10 years old. And I'm glad my grandmother gave me a good skill. But anyway, once you do your smash burger, or however you can do like 2 patties or however a double burger or whatever, get you some buns from the store and toast them. Put you know what I'm saying, get you some with the seeds on it or whatever. Put that whatever dressing you want up there. So it's best to make your own little mac sauce or whatever. Put your bacon up there. Put your cheese. If you want lettuce, tomatoes, that is way better and way filling than any McDonald's or any other restaurant burger. I'm trying to tell you. And it tastes better. You can do your fries. Cook your fries. You can do them in the oven. You can do them in your deep fry. You can take your little oil and fry them on top of your... Yeah, I know how to cook. You can take your little oil and fry them on top of the oven. Then you put your cheese up there. You can put your bacon up there. You can put your you can mix it up and put your other cheese, the soft cheese or whatever. But you can mix that up with the regular cheese and just melt it over there and put your little bacon. You got your daggone steakhouse Long Star, what is it called? Loaded fries and all that. No, the grass fed don't shrink up. You don't know what you're talking about. Cause I've been using grass fed. Grass fed meat don't shrink up. You must not know what you're doing, because it does not lose its the grass fed does not shrink up. It lasts. I get more quantity out of the grass fed than I do the one that's, if it's under 80%, it's gonna shrink up. The grass fed is not. So I know you don't know what you're talking about. No, you wrong. Yeah, I'm telling you. You don't know what you're talking about. I cook lamb. I know how to do the... Honestly, my grandmother grew chicken, so when I was with her, when she would go, and you're going to laugh and make your little jokes, but this is how we supposed to be eating. I would go out and... I'm only 20 years old. No, I would go out and feed the chickens and stuff in the morning. We had a farm. They still have farms and stuff like that. I'm in the city now. But I would go feed the chickens, and when she got ready to cook the chicken, she would get the foot tub. My grandmother's a farmer and all that. She's a farmer and does all that kind of stuff, which I guess you could say I am too, an agriculturalist. She grew her flowers and all that. She would actually have the hot water, put the chicken in, pluck the chicken, chop the head off, and when I looked, it would be on the table, fried chicken. That's some of the best chicken, because it's eating the natural stuff on the ground, like they eating the healthy. That's what it's supposed to be going on, you know. This supermarket stuff, actually, before they came and colonized the everywhere, probably all over the world. But I know in the Americas we had our supermarket was in our yard. We didn't have lawns. What you need a lawn for? Mold. That was our fruit trees. That was our herbs, and you know the land grows stuff to heal you, but we think it's weeds, so we cut it down because they hadn't we hadn't been taught, and all the memories, you know, they put killed the people and all that, and they demonized the root doctors and the witch doctors, which were that was our doctors. We didn't need to go to the hospital and take their medications because we had the natural herbs of the land. You know what region you were born in and what region you lived in. That's the herbs that grew to heal your body and nurture you through the different seasons. And it really wasn't no cold weather. This is some man-made shit, this ice and all this stuff. But anyway, getting back to the burgers. Once you pat it out, and you don't have to cook it real high, but you want it to be hot. So I would say, if you're gonna cook it, then you cook it on maybe like, how y'all say, 6, 7. Because if you get it too high, like very high, the meat gonna be burnt on the outside, and then it's not gonna be done. But you know, you might want it to be well done, or you might want it medium well, or you might want it rare. As you cook and experiment, you'll see how, you know, what temperature it needs to be on to get it the way you need to get it on. But I wouldn't go up high, but I would have it like where it's hot, but not too high where because when you cooking stuff like even burgers, and when you cooking even chicken, like fried chicken and stuff like that, you know, if you have the grease up too high, it's gonna burn the outside, and the inside is not gonna be done. So you have to get it before you even throw the meat in there, like your chicken and stuff like that. You can nearly cook in any. They tell you, oh, I got to have a deep fry, but you can basically cook in any. It's just adjusting the temperature and having, you know, the right type of oil, because you know that olive oil don't really hold up under when you fry meat. You know, that's just gonna burn, and butter does too. So you want to have like a decent oil. It don't have to be an expensive oil, because I've been experimenting with vegan food. I've been vegan for years, but then I got back on meat, and then I've been experimenting with different seed oils and stuff like that. But excuse me. But I find that when it comes to frying recently, and I don't do a lot of fried food, but I'm not even gonna front. Lately, I've been wanting to fry stuff, but I don't do a lot of fried. But lately, I've been using. I use grease. I use the fat animal grease, and I don't. It seemed to hold up better to me than this vegetable oil and stuff I've been using. But I use peanut oil when I'm doing my deep fryer. Like when I'm like I do my I cater sometimes and do the wings like the people buy from these stores. But my wings are like big, like they not penny headed like you get from Wingstop and them places. My wings are big, cause I'll cut on myself. I found out that when I cut on myself the wings and do the drumettes and stuff, like the flats and all that, it's bigger, and the people like they'll order like 100 wings and whatnot. So yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, grass fed is more lean, but it don't shrink like the other do. I'm telling you. I don't know where you at and what you cooking, but the grass fed I cook, it don't shrink up like that. No, I don't know everything, but I know I bet I can cook better than you can. I bet you that. I bet you about $5,000 I can cook better than you can. I bet you I can cook better. Well, show me some proof. I don't bit more believe that. I don't bit more believe, but you might. But I know when I cook grass fed, it don't shrink. And my people had how many acres you got? Because I'm pretty sure that my people, you know, black indigenous people, they the real farmers. Those are the real people of the Americas. That's not them brown looking people from Siberia. So my people always been agriculturalists. So They always grew their animals and grew their own food. So, you know, I'm not saying that I know everything about farming because I'm not farming at this point in my life. But I do know something about cooking and meat, and I know something about cooking. You know, like I cook. I don't just go to the supermarket. Like I can. My people were hunting deer, and I know how to cook the deer raw, and know how to soak it and all that. I know how to cook like, and I know how to cut up like fresh meat, like not just like I'm going to the store. I know how to cut it myself, like the lamb, the cow. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I hadn't really experimented with cooking, and I used to love it, which is a delicacy in most other countries and probably here in some parts, is turtle. I never cooked turtle, but I cook just about everything else. I've never cooked the turtle, but I have eaten it, and I used to like it a lot. I like the turtle stew, and I haven't cooked that. Cause you know when you cook the turtle, you got to take it out of the shell and all this and that, which is not hard. My uncles and them cook that, and the men, most of the men in my area will cook that, like the turtle and all that. But yeah, that's good. I mean, we all own farms. They just been taken. I still got mine, but I'm not farming on it. But we all own farms. They stole them, and the government. What the government do? Gave them away to other people and changed the treaties to the doctrine of discovery to take the indigenous people lands. Yeah, 6 7 grass fed. Grass fed grain and back to grass before it's done. That's why it's called grass fed on. Yeah, I know it's some bullshit, but I just know how to cook. I mean, I don't even trust all that organic bullshit at the grocery store and all that grass. But I'm just testing it out to see how the meat cooks. I found out for me it lasts because I weigh it out. I weigh it before. I weigh it before I cook it, and I weigh it and I see that it doesn't really go anywhere like that. But I know ways to keep the others way, like you got to put baking soda in. I don't want to do all that to my ground beef. I don't like the way the other cook. Personally, I like the way the grass fed cooks. I don't know, it might be human meat. I don't trust the damn grocery stores anyway. I'd rather buy from a local farmer. I'd rather do the local farmer's market because I know the vegetables ain't about shit in the grocery store, and neither is the meat. So, you know, we grew up farming and growing our own food and dealing with local farmers, and that's what even though I'm in a city, I plan to get back. You know, I do go to the farmer's market. I plan to get back to growing my stuff, even if I got to start from the inside of farm and inside where I'm at and expanding it to my land or whatever, where I'm, you know, seeing what is the best areas. I don't know if it's the areas where my grandmother and grandfather had the animals and the farm and growing stuff. Is I gotta prep it and see. I gotta test it and see what perk or whatever. Which that's when you put in a house and septic tank and all that. I know all that, but anyway. Yeah, but I do like the way the grass fed cook. But yeah, it's best to go and get your go to the farm, the local farmer, and get your ground beef cut up, get your steaks and cook that. That's best to do that. And if you can't, if you all by yourself, then get little portions. But if you got a group of people, then y'all can buy like a cow or a half a cow and split that meat up. That's how my mom used to do when they stopped growing their own animals. They used to go together to the local farmer and buy like a half a cow and all that. Most beef you see in the store is grass fed and finished with grain. Okay, probably is. And did you see that thing? Did you see the thing where they are like ripping us off in the supermarkets anyway? The guy is going around weighing the meat and is saying that the meat is 4 pounds and 5 pounds. When he weigh it, it's only like 1 point something or 2 pounds, and they charging these people like charging them like $25, $30 for like only 1 point to 2 pounds of meat. It's a mark that's saying it's like 4 or 5 pounds. Oh, they ripping our asses off. They been doing it for a long time. And then some of this meat that you get from these grocery stores is bad. Like I went to one store and I was gonna buy some chicken and I smell my stuff. Even the fish and stuff like that. Like I don't buy fish from grocery stores. I normally go to a fish, what is it? A seafood market. But I went to this one store and I bought some seafood from this Asian market. And I had to smell it. I was like, no, I'm not. I gotta smell this because they'll sell you anything, not just the Asians. Any store. It's all about capitalism and money with these places. That's why you notice they had the storm coming probably so they could rack up at these stores too and get their money back from Black Friday. Because I don't think people are shopping. I don't think people are. I don't think people are shopping like they used to. I don't even know if this is really beef either. Like I'm talking about McDonald's, but I don't even. We don't know what we eat from these grow. If you ain't growing it and you not feeding it, and really, like you said, you on a farm and you know what's going on with the and some of these chicken farms and stuff, and some of these farms that's working with these supermarkets and these industries, them animals just all piled up sick and stuff too. So yeah, I don't know. What's pokes? I own a farm and I sell cows for a living. Well, that's good. But I'm still sticking with my grass fed. That's a better burger if you can get it from a local farmer. Get it, or get you make your own burger. Make your own sauce. You can make sauce. It's easy to make. I'm telling you, all you need is some mayo, a little hot sauce, or sriracha. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need. Throw you a little a dab of vinegar or lemon juice in there and go about your business. If you want it sweet, then sweeten it to taste or whatever. But it's not a lot that they doing and selling all the. I be like, I'm not buying all these sauces. I even made my garlic butter. I'm funny. I'm funny about what pizza. Because I'm used to New York style pizza and I'm used to Sicilian type pizza. I make my grandmother used to make her own, and I do make my own from time to time. I got a pizza stone or whatever, but when I don't feel like making it, I'm very particular where I get my, because it's some people just don't have, they just don't have, I'm really funny about eating pizza out because it's just not good. Not compared to what I've experienced with eating the original, like New York style, and eating the Sicilian pizzas from actually a Sicilian shop or bakery. Yep. It's been fun though, talking about food. And yeah, and people are not clean at these restaurants. Y'all trust going out and pulling up to these places. These people are angry, and then they got all kind of stuff going on, and they're not washing their hands. And you know that you can get hepatitis from feces in food, so you better be careful because these drink machines and all. I had to check my own stuff about these drink machines. Like they don't clean them, so you're sitting up here drinking. You sitting up here drinking from these machines at these restaurants, and they're not even cleaning them properly. They said statistically the bathroom is cleaner than the drink machines, and it's feces on the freaking drink. I don't even get drinks out no more, and I hate it because I be liking to I be liking to drink the Sonic ocean waters and all that. I was like, hell, I just mix me up some sodas and stuff like that before I actually keep exposing myself to these germs. And you go through the drive-through, they looking at you hateful, and then you got this government messing with people, and they sending people back, and then they handling your food, and no, they probably ain't. I don't trust it. I ain't trusted before that. I've been cooking basically all my life, but now I'm really skeptical because it's a lot of tension going on, and people at these restaurants, they just look so angry. They just look, and I don't blame them because that's a lot of hard work. I'm not trying to be nobody. What is it? Casualty from them getting mad and doing something to my food when I could carry my ass to at least try to go to the grocery store and cook it myself. Yep, I'm not accepting myself to that. Yeah, the grass fed. Most beef you see in the store is okay. Hey, what you do on the 80-acre farm? What do you do? What's your title? What are you doing on that farm? What do you work with the animals, or what do you do? Like what do you do on the farm? I'm interested. What do? You can't just say I work on the farm. I grow. What's your job description on the farm? Give me some detail. Come on. Somebody said JJ is a liar. You believe JJ lying? Patriot Watcher one. JJ is lying, huh? Patriot Watcher. So y'all think the Patriots gonna win? So most cows are grown in Mexico and shipped to the U.S. They only have to be grass fed. Oh, what? Can't be advertised as grass fed as it's finished with grain. It can't be. Oh, I believe it. They do anything to us over here, Patriot Watcher. They'll feed us. You know, they feed us motor oil and all that. They don't give a damn. As long as we can get sick and go to the damn hospital and get medication, that's all they care about is experimenting on these people over here, feeding them anything. Yeah, and just lying to us. That's all. That's all they do. That's all they do. And they think we're gonna be stupid all our lives and just go along to get along. I believe it. They do anything to the food. Because I worked at this place years ago. And I saw how the FDA just don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. As long as I get my bonuses and my paycheck so I can live my life, they don't care. Yep. Yep. I don't know. It's just crazy. Food. All the food was gone at the grocery store. And then now people want refunds and stuff. What they need to be doing, because a lot of those people don't have electricity. Why they not going to get the heaters, the camping equipment and stuff? Why they didn't take some of that money and get some little heaters where you use with the propane and camping gear so they can survive these storms. Yep. It look like we need submarines and everything. Y'all, we gotta shut that CERN machine down. They trying to fuck with us. But I just got up here to talk to y'all and to hope that everybody's weathering fine and everything through this storm and everybody doing okay. Everybody weathering okay through the storm and made it through. And some of us came out without electricity, and what we did learn, we got to be more prepared. We have to be more prepared and not go to the grocery store at the last minute, buy up all the food, not get no heat, and not get nothing to cook on that's gonna be used. We can use without burning electricity. We got to think of solar powered items and items that we can use when there's no electricity, because they I think this, even though they did come up off of their Black Friday failure of not getting us to spend money by making people buy all these groceries and these items and the gas, they help the economy by forecasting the storm. But this could be a test, because you know how our government is. They want to do population control and stuff. We going into 2030. It's too many. They feel like it's too many people. So we don't want a storm, and it's not necessarily the storm that take you out. It's the after effects of it. Like when the flooding, like when they break in the dams, when the flooding happens, they break in dams and stuff like that, and the aftermath of the freezing and when it's cold and the people don't have heat and you can go without food for a little while, but you can't go without heat for a long time. And flooding and stuff like that. We need to get together and get us some boats and submarines. We do though, because we're gonna have to come together some type of way. You can't be out here on your own. This is the Aquarius age, so you're gonna have to come together. That's how we're gonna make it. Because imagine being by yourself, isolated. You don't have no friends. You don't have no family, and you just trying to weather what's. Yeah, it's got to be somebody you can connect with, like-minded people, hopefully. You can't always deal with your family, but it's other people that, like-minded people maybe you can get with and y'all can build something and stock up and be prepared for what's coming or whatever. You know, maybe this is a test, and I just hate it. I hope the people that's without electricity, I hope they, get their electricity on, and I hope we be more prepared for this stuff, because it's not. It's you can make it through the storm. You just have to plan and have discernment. We need to be trying to get our discernment up, like being able to discern what's what and things. That's how we're gonna make it now. By going within and working on, we're gonna get back to the spiritual side. Going within ourselves, healing that trauma. When your parents is, hurting you, because that's where most of these people now, that's like you said I'm crazy and something wrong with me. Well, that's how we turn into adults that need help. You said I need help, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and I need therapy, and I need to go get some medicine and blah blah blah. Well, I done all that, but I really didn't have highly success. I did get help. I did go through a lot of trauma and stuff, and childhood trauma, and I don't care. Listen, nobody can find anything or judge me or say I got you, bitch, cause I tell on myself. I'm vulnerable. I got help, but I found out that, and that was a good thing, cause it's levels to this. It's levels to healing. So I did get help, and I tried the medications and all that stuff. From the traumas and stuff like that, So when you go through the traumas as a child and you become an adult, you sometimes attract those same types of people. So as you are children, you want to start working on yourself now, and you want to be like, okay, I know that I chose this family. And sometimes, it can be people that's closest to you. It can be the people that's closest to you that hurt you. A lot of times, it can be like it can be your parents, and you be like, they don't understand me. I don't really feel the love, and it's not that people don't love you. It's just that they don't know how to love you the way you want to be loved sometimes. So because people don't love you as a child, and as you grow up the way you want to be loved, that should not make you feel like you're less than. Don't feel like you are worthless if you don't have the attention and love that you want on your parents or the older people around you. You may be being raised by your grandma, your dad, or your aunt, or whatever. You may not even be with your mom, but a lot of times that's where the hurt happens. It happens as we are little children, and we need to start as little children and younger people, teenagers and stuff. We need to start working on that now, because I don't want nobody to. I'd rather for you to learn from what I'm saying than have to experience that type of thing. A lot of times, once we get out of the cute phase and we grow up a little bit, and the girls start developing their bodies and stuff, and the boys start getting big, they look at you as like, oh, that's not the cute little boy or little girl no more. So then you feel like the love is gone. It's like you feel like they throwing you under the bus, or they just just abandon you. And that's a feeling. That's a real feeling. And sometimes they do abandon us as we get older, and we not in the little girl phase or the little boy phase or the little cute phase. Once we start getting big and they see us with grown up body parts, they start acting like we, not no babies. But you still a baby, because your brain is not fully developed until you're around 30. Sometimes it's later than that, depending on your health, depending on the mental status, depending on medications you might take, and depending on a lot of things. You might mature, your brain might fully mature later than 30. So don't let nobody tell you that, oh, you're grown, you're 18. Yeah, they kick us out a lot of times. A lot of us, we be on our own when we turn 16, but it looked like we got parents. But really, a lot of these kids be taking care of themselves at a young age, and the parents are like children a lot of times. So you want to start now that we know, because I didn't know this stuff. Nobody told me this. I was a virgin to it. So now that you got some examples, you got people that's talking about this stuff, y'all can work on this stuff early and know what to expect. You don't have to go through this stuff. You don't have to go through it. You can shield yourself and know what to expect from seeing what other people went through. You don't experience it all the time. What it say in the Bible? A wise man observes and follows instruction. You don't have to go through the you do it to a certain point, because when you a child and you depending on your parents to take care of you, you know what they used to tell us? Well, I pay the bills and I feed and clothe you. But it's more to it than that. But a lot of our parents are still stuck in that mindset of the of that old era, the Piscean era, where the kid is supposed to be quiet and listen and just do what they told. But no, we children now, I find out with the children that I'm around, they want you to lead by example. You gotta explain why. Okay, pull your pants up. Your pants are sagging. Just pull your pants up. You gotta tell them why. And I learned that. I learned that a long time ago. You can't just say, "Oh, pull your pants up." Stop being fast with them boys. Stop trying to get fresh. Let them boys tell them why. Why is it not good to wear your? The reason it's not good to sag because you're giving an example of what they. It's saying I'm available. It's like a stigma of I'm available for you to, come and get the booty, and I don't have no respect for myself. And it's also connected to the prisoners, The prisoners are having their pants loose down, so they would be, that it comes from that stigma or whatever. It's not a good thing. And why would you tell a girl to not be letting them boys touch on you and not to be messing with these different, because it's diseases out here, and it lowers your self-esteem and your worth and your value. When you going for this person to that person, a lot of the people that's into the porn, they not telling you that a lot of those are women and men and stuff. They have a high deleting themselves rate. They have a higher rate of deleting themselves because it's a lot when you giving your body to all these different people and you attaching to all these different, because you attaching to that's souls. It's not just when you go and have relations or sex with somebody, you're not just getting a good feeling or getting, I got a relief. You're attaching yourself to that person. If you only do it with them one time, you're attaching your soul to their soul. Even touching on you and being you could say, well, I'm a virgin and I hadn't let anybody penetrate me, so I'm a virgin now. But you going around here doing oral fellatio, you going around here doing anal and different stuff. That's still that's a form of sex too. Come on, you attaching you saying, okay, well, I'm in a certain religion, so some people might be like, well, I'm a betrothed to this person and I can't let anybody in the yanni, but they doing oral and they doing other stuff. It ain't no way around. Do you realize what you opening yourself up to even with that? You do realize that's how that's you messing with your kundalini then. You messing with that kundalini with risking it do something to your brain when you letting somebody enter in like that or whatever. That's serious. Even with the oral thing, the mouth and the throat chakra, that mouth, they say the mouth is at the edge of the mouth, and life and death is in the tongue, so the tongue is it. So imagine your tongue is a very spiritual muscle, your mouth and your throat and all that. Come on. That's a very powerful muscle. It's spiritual too. You have to be careful who you saying, okay, I'm doing that, so if I ain't giving up the thing and I'm giving up the oral pleasure, then I'm okay. That's serious. You need to purify yourselves. Purify yourselves. You ain't got to be perfect, but you can't be like that. Purify yourselves. And you go around saying, well, I'm a virgin because I hadn't done any kind of vaginal. You're not a virgin. Sometimes you might be more distorted than a stripper or a exotic dancer or a lady of the night, a prostitute. By you doing that and thinking in your mind, you like, oh, I'm better than that girl because she's, what that don't even make no sense to me. Like, sometimes a prostitute or a stripper is more pure-hearted than that woman going around here thinking that she better than the next woman or that young girl because she hadn't given anybody. That's that patriarchal thinking, and we got to get away from that. We got to get away from that, people. We got to heal. We got to heal. We got to get away from these. We got to get away from thinking we better than people because of stuff, religions, and and hierarchies and all this. I'm better than you because of this, and I'm better than you because of that, and I'm better. We are one, and we got to throw away that mess and heal and come together with like-minded people. We're not going to agree. We're not going to agree all the time. But just think about it. When these disasters happen, like, for instance, when a disaster happens, don't nobody be caring. Like, when a big disaster, don't nobody care about skin color then. Don't nobody care about who is a celebrity and this and that. Don't nobody care then when who is what? Who is this and who is that and who got this and who got that. Because when a disaster happens, it affects everybody. And yeah, you might got a little more cushion, but if you right there, like when that mess happened with 9/11, the rich and the poor, the middle class, the upper class, everybody got affected. So it don't matter. We are one. They have divided us with these ideologies and these egos and these different brainwashing and mindsets. But honey, gotta let that ego leave. Gotta leave that ego back in 2025, and we are not yet in the new year. You know, it's a lot of spiritual things going on in the months of July and in the months of January. You know, you see the solar flares, the big solar flare storm we just had. And when you look at the Christmas holiday, it's really about the sun rising in us, the life, death, and rebirth. Because you know the sun goes through a rebirth and the new energies are coming through. And we're getting them upgrades and stuff all through the end of December up until January. And now we look at this now with the solar flares and the alignments of the planets that hadn't happened in hundreds to 200s of years. But also, this is going on inside of us. We are upgrading. Whether we want to or not, we are upgrading and awakening and restoring and stuff like that, recalibrating. Don't matter. It don't matter if I'm talking to myself. You listening? I know I'm talking to you because you up here. You up here listening. So I must be talking to you. So yeah, we are actually recalibrating and upgrading. And we have to be careful of the things we think. And the thing, you held accountable for everything that you say. You might not know it, but what you think and what you say, you are held accountable for it. So you can get out here now, and you can say your little stuff and blah, blah, blah. But you better be careful because you're going to be held accountable for everything you say and everything you think. You are creating your heaven or your hell. What you think about other people, and what you think, you be manifesting it. You making it come to life. So you better be thinking about the things that you want to happen. You better be saying the things you want to happen. Because whatever mindset you in, that's what you're going to create. But this has been, since I'm talking to myself, and you had to bring your butt over here to say that, let me think. Did I miss out on saying anything? Let me think. Oh, let's see. Talked about the food. We talked about the little virgin thing and y'all healing your childhood trauma. Yeah, you need to be taking deep breaths. When something tell you to do something, you got to think about, like, what's the consequences. Don't just act out of emotions. Get a hold of yourself. If something like this person here has been calling me all kind of things, said I'm a man. I know I ain't no man. Said I'm what? All kind of stuff. Call me dumb, stupid. I know. So what am I going to get? Oh, you called me a name. Don't listen. Get a hold of your emotions. Even as a child, even as a teen, even as an old person, even as a young person, get a hold of your emotions. Go within and start working on yourself and get to know yourself. You know how you do that? People tell you that all the time. Get to know yourself. Get to know yourself. You know how you get to know yourself? I'm going to tell you. You need to start meditating, number one. Get used to being quiet and just breathing in, putting your tongue at the tip of the soft spot, and then just staring into it. You ain't got to have no candle. They tell you a candle helps, but it's focused on something. You know how you go into, they used to call it petite mal seizures, but just concentrating on something. And you clear your mind. You're not thinking about nothing. When you meditate, you get into that theta level where you just clearing your mind of everything. You just stare at a tree. I ain't saying you gotta go to which I do that. I do the chanting and all that stuff. But this is good to do with your tongue at the tip of the soft spot of your mouth. The and kids, like kids up here too. They need to hear this stuff. And just go outside. You don't need to have a lot of money. People tell you got to do all this expensive stuff. Go outside, find a damn tree, or old tree if you can. Take your shoes off the ground and just stare at the nature of the tree. Stare at the sun if you can. If it's nighttime, stare at sun gaze, moon gaze. Just focus on something and clear your mind. Grounding is very important. And something don't want me to tell y'all this, so I'm getting back on thought. Going within and knowing yourself. See, somebody need to hear this. How I did it. This is how I got to know myself. Getting up to myself, learning to be alone, not calibrate my own nervous system, meaning that I'm doing the breathing exercises, I'm doing the stretching, I'm going outside grounding. The sun helped me a lot, sun gazing, learning my birth chart. Now, we know we dealing with the Gregorian calendar, and it might be a little off. So the tropical, I look at my tropical astrology, and I also look at the Vedic sidereal. So you can do that free. You can go to astroseek.com, the birth chart. All you got to do is put in your date of birth, what city you was born in. If you don't know the exact time you were born, this is how you get past that. You put in 12 p.m. It's going to give you everything except maybe the ascendant. It might be off on the ascendant, but if you put in 12, since everybody don't know the exact time they were born. So if you put in 12 p.m., you're going to have everything except your ascendant. And you know how you're going to know what your ascendant is? When you start studying it, and you can do that chart. You can do the tropical chart, which is with this Gregorian, because you know in Ethiopia, they still back in the real ancient calendar. But this calendar is not, they say it's not, it's really not as accurate as they did their own timeline changes and all that shit, they Stranger Things, they looking for time, doing their own time. But anyway, if you want a spiritual birth chart, you put in your sidereal or Vedic. That's what the Indian people deal with. It's gonna give you a more accurate spiritual chart. Once you start comparing those, because for me, I know what I am with the tropical because I took the time out to study it. So the tropical chart is astroseekbirthchart.com, and then you go and put in your tropical. That'll give you the physical thing, right? And we adding 13th zodiac now, that Cepheus or whatever. They hid that 13. They don't like to deal with the 13 because that's the mother number. That's the dragon, the mother. They scared of the 13. You never see it on any buildings. They don't like to fuck with the number 13. But anyway, you can compare the tropical to the Vedic or the sidereal chart. It's free. This don't cost no money. This is free. You get to know yourself and your attributes. You start looking at that wheel and you study. The more you study, I can read it now. I can read it because I learned, grateful to my cousin, because I used to tell her about this stuff. But she got into it, and that's what got me into learning my houses. Learning the houses and the planets. Once you learn your houses, and you learn these planets' characteristics, and learn these houses and stuff, because the first house is Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars. And then the second house is like gonna be like Gemini and Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by like two planets. Taurus is ruled by like Venus and Mercury, right? And then you got the Gemini is the third house. That's the characteristics is ruled by Mercury, fully ruled by Mercury. Then the fourth house, that's the house of the sun. That's the house of ruled by the moon, the house of the mother. That's the Cancer. Then the fifth house is Leo. Leo ruled by the sun. And then the sixth house is the house of Virgo. That's dealing with Virgo is dealing with what? The Virgin and all that. The seventh house is the house of relationships, and that's Libra. Libra is ruled by what? Venus. Then you got the 8th house. That's the Scorpion is ruled. What Scorpio is? What Scorpio is? Pluto energy. Then you go on with what you're talking about, the 9th house, and then the 10th, then the 11th, and the 12th house. You know, the 12th house is going to be Neptune. That's the dreamy illusion. That's dealing with Piscean energy, but it's ruled by Neptune. So, you know, once you start studying that and you learn the characteristics of these planets and then the houses, you got it. You're going to be able to look at it and say, okay, I know what the first house do. I know what the second house do. And I know what the first house does, the second, third, fourth, fifth, and you know what the characteristics of the planets is. So you can put it together yourself. You don't have to like be going and you gotta take either you're gonna spend the money or you're gonna take the time to learn. You know what I'm saying? And I have gotten like readings and stuff like that, but I studied to get to know yourself. I studied the cards of life. That's free. And I look at my Chinese zodiac animal and all that. I'm a rabbit, water rabbit. So I'm not a water rabbit, but I look at that and know my characteristics. Even I look at the tree I'm associated with as far as my indigenous energy and my life and your life path number. And that's how you get to know yourself. And you meditate and you try to heal those weaknesses. Like the weaknesses, it'll tell you your aspects. If you study enough and get to know yourself, you'll learn how to strengthen. Like I have learned how to strengthen my weaknesses. I have learned how to strengthen my weaknesses and stuff from getting to know myself. And you can do that. You can write your own story. Like, and it starts from within. You know, you be like, oh, I need a lot of money. I need to have this Gucci bag. And I need to have this kind of this. And, you know, my parents ain't got the money. And they got all this shit thinking like you supposed to live like these people that's on TV and these celebrities. And they do not have the money like you think. They just putting on the front for you. That you got a better life than they got. These people don't have money like that, and they are not happy. They don't have control of themselves. When they sign them contracts, they got a time to expire and be cloned and all this and they got to sacrifice people and all kind of stuff. Yeah, we at a smaller level of Mr. Tenderism too. I mean, we selling out too, but the bigger the sellout, the bigger the price, I mean, it's not what you think. It is not what you think. People is putting on the front. And everything's going to be, it's a lot of more things going to be exposed now and coming to light. A lot of more things going to be exposed and coming to light. And we're going to be able to see. Like they say, I see. So, I'm getting off of here. Y'all have a great day. I got to do some meditating. So. And I thank you for that. Sweetie. Thank you for saying that. Anyone thinking you're a dude has some serious issues. Thank you. MTK6, thank you very much. And y'all have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful day. And sending out healing, balance, wholeness, oneness, protection to you, and bliss, and that the mindset that you will create what you want, and ye are God's generator, operator, I'll say designer and destroyer. Generator, operator, designer, and destroyer. Ye are God's. MaSunGoddess777. You can reach me for Maya's Temple Healing and Unconditional Love at Maya's Temple 777 at Gmail. Y'all have a wonderful day, and y'all create. And even with the weather, we can control the weather by how we think. You can tell it if you really tap in. You can people making the sun blink. They making it stop raining. If we all come together on a collective mindset, it's no telling what we can do. Y'all have a wonderful day. This has been MaSunGoddess777. I'm out.